Canada is losing jobs. This is what's happening right now, guys. Canada is losing jobs. For 2 months in a row, Canada has reported negative job growth, yet the unemployment rate has gone down. So what is going on here? We're going to discuss it and the economic collapse that is coming. So without further ado, guys, let's do this. All right, guys, welcome back. Before I get started here, please make sure you hit that like button. That's greatly gonna help the videos get out on the algorithm. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the channel here. First of all, before I get started, I came here last weekend and of course I didn't have my camera or anything like that. But what I want to show you is this is a huge facility and it's for lease. If you're looking for a 40,000 square foot industrial space or commercial space, whatever you want to call it, you can come right here. And what does that say right there on the above the entrance there? What does it say? It says Sobeys, a grocery store company. Why on earth would they shut down and move away from a facility like this? Now, you could say, oh, well, Luke, they probably moved somewhere else or something like that. But why on earth isn't somebody moving in here? This thing has been empty now for 3 to 4 months. Since I've been driving by here, I've seen a bunch of times that this place is just empty. So the thing is, what is going on when you've got huge facilities like this empty? And the main question is, who on earth is paying for it to sit empty? We have this huge commercial real estate collapse that is going on right now. And really, it's just a canary in the coal mine because people just don't really appreciate the size of this commercial real estate collapse and what it really means. But it's huge. It's absolutely huge. And it's not just this facility, but it's many other facilities that are also just sitting there empty. So what on earth is going to happen? So let's get more onto that jobs number. So Canada is reported negative job growth for 2 months now. So what is going on with that? Well, it seems like the labor market is finally starting to crack. So the thing is, the reason why the unemployment rate went down was because the labor force participation rate went down as well. So that drags the unemployment down. Basically, the unemployment number that you see is totally bogus, just like the inflation number that the government gives you. But the thing is, they want you to believe that it's a great number. Why would the government want you to believe that it's a fantastic number? Well, the reason is because then it means there's more chance of them getting elected. Because if most people within the economy think that the economy is good, even if there is 10% of people that are unemployed, if those 10% don't vote, if they're mostly young people, then does the government care about them very much? Not really. That's the reality and the truth of the matter. The thing is, guys, it's going to start whether you like it or not. More and more people are going to lose their jobs and people are going to say, well, Luke, it doesn't matter for me because I own my own business. Well, good luck with that. A lot of people are going to lose their businesses and they're going to go bankrupt. It's just the reality of what is happening. You know, I was at a place, well, I was at the lights actually going somewhere near Chinook Mall there, and there was a renovation company that had gone bankrupt. Or at least they moved locations. But you know what? It's just interesting because I didn't film anything there because I didn't know the situation of the company. Maybe they had gone bankrupt, maybe they hadn't, maybe they just moved or whatever. But the reality is, those type of companies are going to be ones that are affected heavily by what's happening. So you have to realize that these things are going to happen, they're going to take place, the labor market is going to crack, and you just have to kind of prepare for that. You know, how safe are your finances? Can you withstand one of you losing your jobs? Will you be able to make your mortgage payment? If you can't make your mortgage payment, Can you rent the house out and at least get your expenses covered? If the answer is no to a lot of those different questions, then the reality is that you're in trouble. You are in trouble. So now you have a short window of time to correct, to basically get worried about it, so you actually make a change and do something about it instead of sitting there like a duck just waiting to get hunted. You know, the thing is, guys, people just need to prepare. You know, you got experts like Jeremy Grantham, Michael Burry, sounding the alarm on the real estate market, the stock market, cryptocurrency, all these different things. Yet people are just brainwashed. They're sort of numb to the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They don't realize that things can change, and yes, they can change. And that's the reality. You know, the problem that I see mostly today is that people have this mentality that because it's happened for such a long period of time, it will continue to happen. Well, the thing is, part of that is true in my opinion. Like, you know, long-term trends are definitely a thing, but do long-term trends reverse? Absolutely. And what sort of indicators would you look for in a reversal? And of course, nobody looks at those. Nobody asks those tough and hard questions, because people, I think they just want their own self to believe in what they're doing, even if they know deep down that there could be some issues, there could be some problem. They're hoping that, hey, this is going to make me rich one day, this is going to be my retirement. And it's just a terrible, terrible plan. It's like real estate. Real estate is a long-term play. Totally get that. A lot of people say that all the time, and I think that's very, very true. So if it's a long-term play, shouldn't you be thinking about the long-term trends? And I'm not saying real estate is a bad investment. I believe it's a better investment in other countries. I believe it's a terrible investment in a place like Canada or the US or the UK right now. Just awful. There's no way to justify it. And I believe also, even if you're looking at the long term as an investment, it's not looking good, guys. And if it was looking good, then I would be looking to invest here. I'd be thinking, you know what, this seems like a great place to invest, and I will wait until the prices come down to a point and then buy then. But I am not interested in that. I'm not interested in that at all, and there's a reason for that. It's not because I'm just being arrogant or stubborn. It's because I'm analyzing the markets, I'm analyzing the countries, I'm analyzing the long-term trends, things like demographics, things like all the boomers that are going to retire over the next 30 years. If you don't take these things into consideration, then you deserve everything you get. That is just the reality. You need to take these things into consideration. They're big things. And another thing is the fourth turning. You know, I've been reading a book by Neil Howe, great book. I suggest you read it. We are in a fourth turning right now. We're in the midst of a fourth turning. So you've got to realize that and realize what that means long term. What does that mean down the road? How are you going to adjust yourself to that? How are you going to keep you and your family safe? How are you going to do these things? Because don't you think that's important? Because I think that's important. And I think it will be devastating for people who just don't think about this. And you know, you have time right now. You really do have time, because these things, they don't play out over a couple of years. They take time. And these are long-term trends, exactly like I said. So by ignoring them, by pushing them to one side and just saying, well, it's been like this for the past 40, 50 years, Luke, so there's no way that there's a change in that right now, I think is very naive, very delusional. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It greatly helps. Please subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Peace and love. Bye-bye.